Happy Wednesday.
Happy Wednesday.
Good early morning. Actually, it's not that early morning, but good morning. And it was so nice to have you here again. And let's greetings to our audience and viewers. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night, everyone who's watching this video. I've been back with an expert, my partner and my best friend, Mr. Arijit from India. So now we're gonna have some good and amazing, another amazing discussion with him regarding business. So let's start with you, Arjit. We were on Zoom. Excuse me. We were live on Instagram. We were talking about the basic needs of business and how you can start your business in Instagram, and I suggest you to follow us and watch our previous live videos. And today we are going to continue our discussion. Dear Arjit, I have now one question. We already talked about the startup basic needs and how people can start their own business. But today, my question is, can you please discuss more about the differences between founder and CEO, and who is a good founder, who is a good CEO?
Sure. Well, it's an interesting question. Sometimes and many times, a common man's perspective is the founder and CEO are same. Like a lot many people, even when I started writing in my visiting card that I am founder and CEO of my own company, which is true. Till date, I'm the CEO and founder for Virtual Infocom. But for other companies, sometimes I have CEO, sometimes I'm probably founder and managing director. I have my own CEO. So what's the basic difference? I will go with a normal metaphor and then eventually talk about it in a depth. A founder is someone who is just like a creator, a god who is creating the world. So you need another god who is going to protect the entire world. So in Hinduism, we call the creator as Brahma and the protector as Vishnu, right?
That's right.
And then at the same time, you need someone who can destroy the negative elements in the organization. In again metaphor, we call that as Shiva or Maheshwar.
Exactly. Yeah. Yes.
These are all analogies, but if you look at any other ritual, these are same. Like only one element, one ultimate powerful person, he is controlling or she is controlling the entire world, and he is taking care of all the creation and the protection and the destruction. But in the company, when you start your venture, it's just like a baby. You have started your company, you put your brains into it. As a founder, usually you put your vision. You are able to create probably a great 2-3 people team. Sometimes you don't have that ability to create team. Sometimes you are a great person who understands the vision and you just have a thought and you started your venture. It's completely fine, fair enough, fair deal, no question about it. You had the nice idea, you had the dream, you wanted to make that dream into a reality. You took the first step. But 70% to 75% cases, MJ, founders are not great salespeople. Founders are not great person to control the company and make the company grow as the way it should be.
Exactly.
One of the solo reason it happens that when you recruit as a founder, your initial team, when you recruit it, the initial team probably have grown with you in next 3 years or 2 years, but someone in your core employees, he or she is not performing well, he or she is not updating his skill set well. So it is very difficult for a founder because he recruited him or her in a very early stage, like when he started. So it is very hard for him to say, okay, if you don't update, it's going to be really challenging. I need to, fire you because of the relationship.
Yeah.
So never ever mix personal relationship with employees unless They are your team. There is a difference between employee and teammates. Teammates are those people who sacrificed a lot of things, not only salary, a lot of things, maybe their personal growth, so that they can grow with your company, so that your company becomes their company. This
Yes.
role segment is best for a CEO. A
Mhm.
CEO is not a person who is only a chief executing officer. He is actually cash extraction officer as well. So in my dictionary, CEO is chief cash extraction officer plus chief executive officer, who manage things so well that the entire team becomes a proper solid structured team. Every person have their own kind of duty, own kind of understanding, own kind of job role to play, and he or she is the person who can manage everything well, including making sales. Until unless sales is happening, it's going to be really difficult. So I would love to give one example from my life. One of the company, or rather, I would say one of the very energetic person from a European country. He approached me and said that, can I please talk to you? I said yes. So he started sharing about his passion, about education, about his education business. He's already started an application. It is there live in the App Store, but he was not making money. His concept was to give free education to people, which was really noble. But then after a month, he again connected me and said, you know what, I'm not good at making business. I understand doing business is not my forte. I'm a professor. And with
Uh-huh.
completely due respect to professors, like he said that I understand how to teach kids. I understand how to train people, but I am not the person who understand business, legalities, complexities. I can't take lot many of the loads that you do. Can you please become my CEO? So it was just all of a sudden, can I become his CEO? That means the company, of course, I need to grow and raise and structure.
Yes, that's right.
So I saw a passion, and it was a startup business. Usually, I usually take time to say yes. But that gentleman I knew for a month, and we have been chatting. I have been helping him, to be very honest, grabbing
Mhm.
his code. Even I'll tell you some interesting fact. He didn't even had his source code of his application. Somebody created his application. He never knew that if he don't have the source code, he can't do the modifications. He thought that that can be done on a normal Android file, which is not true. So he's not a technical guy as well, right?
Mhm. Yeah.
So I felt that he needs someone who can be a good CTO as well. We started talking, but then he wanted to share his 50% of the company. I said, I don't need 50%. You can share me whatever you like to do. The only solo reason is I wanted to raise fund into this company. So if I take 50% initially, it will be difficult for another investor to enter into the same time. So I wanted
Exactly.
to have a small percentage and give the investor a good amount of percentage, but somehow that didn't match here. I'll tell you the reason, what happened with that gentleman,
Mhm.
and then I will stop. Uh, we started talking. He was okay. Next 10-15 days, I have been helping, I have been talking. All of a sudden, he said that, this is my baby. I started this. I am not sure if I'm comfortable to share it with anyone, not even the investors, but I need money. I said, come on, if somebody is investing in your business, he needs something in return. They are not doing charity. Okay. Either you go for grant, that's one option. But then if you're going for grant, that means you're using public money, which is being, grabbed by the government, and they are giving you with the intention that you will grow so that the
Yes,
country can grow. Okay.
that's right. That's right.
But if you look at the investment perspective, investors will invest money so that they can multiply their money and they can grow your company as well, so that their money also grows. Your entire company will grow. Your vision is really beautiful. So why are you worried about it? He said, no. He's like, I'm not feeling very comfortable. Not even that. I had a talk with lot many other people. They say that investors usually take away the companies. She got fearful. We tried to convince him, but in vain. Uh, Then couple of days after, he said that I want to sell my source code. Do you know someone who can buy my source code? Means the entire application. I said, no, I don't know anyone who can buy the application. What's the point of buying an application, which is a common application?
Everybody can develop their
Yeah,
own app.
anybody can develop it. It's not a big problem. And if you get 10,000 users in App Store, it's not a big number as well. Like if you get
Exactly.
if you get 100K users as well, that's not a big number as well nowadays. Okay. So you
Right.
need to understand, if you're not making money, there is some mistake that you are doing. So you need to be open enough to grab people who are from the same vision and they agree to come with working with you without taking money, just taking an equity in a company which is not making money. So from the perspective of me, it's like I need to grow a company from the scratch, which is not making money, right? And
Yes.
a CEO who will come with this business, they will come just for the person, because it's not a company. It's just a one person whose vision is clear and he's passionate enough about education. That drove me to say yes. So you need to understand, when you start your business, if you get someone, it can be anyone, it can be a lady, it can be a gentleman who can grow your business. It's an amazing opportunity to share your company's equity with that particular person so that your business can grow and you can grow your business together. Now, I would love to put something in this perspective, MJ. I see a lot of motivational speakers, a lot of public speakers who are doing a absolutely great job. But when you think that taking an CEO, public speakers are great, motivational speakers are great, get a person who have done at least 100K sales in their life. They have managed at least 50 people in some other company or in their own company.
Yes.
They have done multiple checks writing. They have probably managed different countries and their cultures. They understand different country cultures, not only one single country. These are all interesting and important factor to get a CEO in your startup who can actually grow your company. And don't expect the CEO who is coming can be from your same age. It can be a different age. It doesn't matter. It can be younger than you. It can be older than you. It doesn't matter. Experience is not at all relevant and related to age. Experience is related to your EQ, your IQ, and your experience and working in various different aspects of life. So I would love to ask you the question. I'll stop here because we will probably go live once again, or probably we will do it once again as a strategy to make people understand how they can filter out a good team member who can actually grow their company, which is missing in many companies. I can give multiple examples. I have mentored 6,000 startups in my life, MJ.
Good.
And I'm part of many startups at the moment in their advisory council. So my job is not doing the groundwork for them. My job is to give my network, my strength, and my experience and the way they should do the business, with the kind of hand-holding support that we can give, with the market connect that we can give, by bringing many orders for them. So that's my role. That's what I feel, and make them ready for investment, get them fundable so that they can grow properly. But at the same time, we can do the same discussion maybe in our next discussion point in digital world. I'm sure people will get the benefit. But my question to you, you have been doing business development for a couple of companies as of now.
That's right. Yes.
Would you like to share your experience regarding what I just talked about regarding founder and CEO, wherein a CEO's job role is to make a great, amazing team and probably grow with the team? Do you have a personal experience working with some kind of company in your life which you would like to share?
Of course. Yeah. About my own experience, I like to share with you. As you know, since the June 2017, I came to Malaysia and I received a very good job offer to work with an educational immigration company. We were helping all the Middle Easterns to come here or go Australia. Our target was mostly Australia. For the beginning, when I received that job offer, I was so happy because I met the founder of the company, who was a very, very, very smart guy, and he knew what's the biggest niche market in Middle East. You know, everybody likes to, especially from Middle East, they like to go other countries, you know, for a better life. The biggest migrant market is in Middle East, as you know. And then his idea and what he was doing, it was great. It was great. But when I went to this business, when I started developing his business to Middle Eastern, everything at the beginning was nice, everything was good. But unfortunately, this person, he was also assuming himself like, I'm the founder, I'm the CEO. That means what you just mentioned, both of them, both of the features was belong to one person, founder and CEO. As a founder, he was doing a great job. You know, for the basic needs and everything was great. But as a CEO, unfortunately, after 1 year and 8 months, everything has been changed. Why? Because first of all, he didn't know who he has to choose and to whom uh, to whom he must give the special position. Like what? He wouldn't care. He wouldn't care about your experience, as you mentioned. He wouldn't care about your age. Nothing. All thing he was just caring about is how you talk. That's it.
Mhm.
That's it. Nothing else. Unfortunately, the manager of the company, that person, he was someone who is doing great in his dreams, not in reality. Okay. And because of him, the company, you know, almost 50% broke because he was great at embezzlement money. And then he had to fire that person and he was looking for another person. You know, he was so confused. Unfortunately, this person, the CEO, he was so confused about anyone he see. For example, for the marketing part, he was just choosing beautiful girls.
Okay.
He wouldn't care. Okay, what's your experience? What's your resume? What did you do? Okay, as long as you look sexy and beautiful, you can be my staff. Okay, I don't want to open it a lot, but
I
you
understand.
already know the details. Okay. The thing is, I was working like a robot for him 24/7. We also got investors, for him, I got many investors for
Mhm.
Australia and Malaysia both.
Mhm.
But the thing is, this person, he wouldn't like to pay the investors back. Why? Because one thing he really like, he became so greedy.
Mhm.
Wow, now I have a lot of money. Because of the investors, in 2 months, in less than 2 months, he could have 2 million Australian dollars only for Australia, except Malaysia. Except Malaysia, 2 million Australian dollars. And he became greedy and he invested this money in Australia, but this money has been blocked. The story is too long, but and then the investors, they were like, okay, you are paying us, for the first, second, third month. He was paying, and then after fourth months, where is our money? Where is that? They will keep calling. Hey, where is our money? Why? Because he didn't know how to organize his company. He became greedy. He was just willing to collect money from you, from me, from him, from her, from everyone, for his personal usage, not for the company, not for the business. That's why this business has been stopped in Malaysia. He went to Dubai and he was thinking now in Dubai he can do great, but nothing. And unfortunately, now he's trapped. What you said, I really, really agree with you. The founder, I think, is the one who got a very nice, a very high IQ, with a very good idea and knew what's the niche market of the country or maybe the world, can be a good founder like this person. He knew what he wants to do. But CEO, no, he was not a good CEO. He needed someone who is professional in this, who is honest, who is not, who is not living in his dreams.
True.
You know what I mean?
Well, honesty is different in my own dictionary, MJ,
Yeah.
frankly speaking. So honesty actually is not that you are leaving everything. I mean, honesty has a different meaning. We will discuss that probably in our different discussion point. Frankly speaking, with you, I can see that we can explore the entire life and give some good value to people. But if I look at the exact example that you give, and the example that I give. So there are two different kind of people we saw. One kind of person who really don't want to share his own company. He's scared that somebody will take over his company, if that's an investor or external CEO. At the same time, we saw another person who were doing good, but was not been able to manage his company well, manage his investors well. So his company became completely dormant. And he needs
Exactly.
to move from one country to another country, thinking that he will do some good thing over there, but he eventually got caught. So that's life. So when you don't understand how to protect and how to run a business, this happens. So many
Absolutely.
times you need to understand how to run a business, and running business is a completely professional approach. I'm sorry about this statement. You sometimes need to be really, really rough when you run your business. You cannot mix your personal life with your professional life in business. If you are a CEO or a founder, it doesn't matter. Okay. Your
That's right.
personal life is your personal life. Your personal money is your personal money. Your income that you generate from your business, the entire money cannot be treated as your own personal income. Then it becomes, again, I'll tell you, then it becomes a personal company, which is not a proper company, which becomes a proprietorship company, not an organization, right? And from where
Exactly.
you are going to get money to grow your business, if you bring out all your money and invest in only your luxury, your movements, buying fancy stuffs. At the same time, sometimes when you make money, it is important to maintain yourself. It is important to uh, put yourself in the big league. And for that, of course, invest in yourself. Sometimes people misunderstand the concept of investing in yourself. Investing in yourself doesn't mean buying fancy suits and costly jewelry and very, very costly perfume. No,
No.
investing yourself means improvising your brain power, your thought process, your IQ level, your intelligence level, your knowledge base. Your knowledge will give you next extra level of growth, not your fancy, very costly jewelry or fancy, very costly perfume. That's good
Exactly.
for PR. That's good for maintaining yourself into a business meeting, which is fine. But if you
Exactly.
don't invest the money to improvise yourself, meaning you and your team, then your company will never grow. When you make money, if you don't update your 5 team members from your core team, you will not be able to grow the company properly. So that's the structure that should be uh, taken care of. And I'll urge all the other startups who started their journey to understand the process of starting business. Another important factor, I will probably come with you in another discussion about raising funds and why we shouldn't celebrate when we raise funds. Okay. People
Exactly.
celebrate a lot when they raise fund, but in my personal opinion, you can celebrate raising funds, that's fine. But I think we should celebrate the profit the organizations are making and the impact that these startups are doing. So there are a lot of startups who are probably not making a lot of money, but their impact is enormous, which is unthinkable. You know, there are
Yeah.
social impact entrepreneurs who have touched thousands of lives. Maybe they are not that rich, maybe they are not rich on the terms of money, but they are rich with humanity, they are rich with lot many lives connect and improvising the world, which cannot be compared with money. So we should celebrate that more. That's my personal opinion. What's your thought? What's your thought, MJ?
Exactly. I really agree with you. I even a few days ago I shared a post of Elon Musk, and what he said. He said, "I wish for the people, you know, instead of celebrating baby shower, they would celebrate business shower. You know,
True.
for anyone who's starting a new business, it's not because Elon Musk already said no, because this what I'm really obsessed with this quote and what he said. I wish we really could see more celebration regarding business than baby shower, or now people are doing, you know, divorcement, divorcement celebrations or these kind of things. But to be honest with you, I have never seen anyone who start a business with, you know, a very good procedure and a very good organization to celebrate. I have never seen, and I don't know why people don't make it. I think for our next live on Instagram, we should talk about it.
I'm sure. I'm sure. And let's talk about it in Instagram. So, guys, stay tuned for probably this Friday. We will come once again in Instagram live. So, within 2 days, on 21st of this month, we're gonna be live once again at around 9 p.m. Indian time.
Sure.
And me and Gaz will talk more on that particular subject. So keep loving us, keep blessing us. We need all your blessings. We need all your love. Stay tuned till then, and let's communicate with each other. Thank you.
Sure. Thank you so much for joining me. Have a nice day.
You too. Thank you, MJ.
You're welcome.